Guyana has gone through an evolutionary process as it relates to corporal punishment in schools. For years, educators who felt the need to discipline a student for a violation could have wantonly done so. This led to some teachers abusing the rod in an effort to curtail disorderly behavior. Despite the need for a revision of this system, corporal punishment was in suspension mode at the National Assembly for a number of years. In 2013, the National Assembly adopted the report of the Special Select Committee of the United Nations Human Rights Council with regard to the abolition of corporal punishment in schools. The committee had begun work in 2012 following the move to adopt a motion addressing the issue, which was tabled by the then Prime Minister Samuel Hines in August 2012. Shortly after assuming office, President Granger had hotly advocated for the abolition of corporal punishment in schools. The head of state had noted, and I quote, "We need to remove all forms of corporal punishment from the school and in the home. Maybe 50 years, 100 years ago, it might have been typical, but the days of going into a classroom or a home and seeing the wild cane have passed. Intelligent, educated parents must use different means which do not involve the application of force," off quote. In June of 2018, Guyana enacted the Juvenile Justice Act, which stipulates that corporal punishment or any other form of physical violence is prohibited. The Ministry of Education's guidelines also specifies corporal punishment must only be administered by the head teacher, deputy head teacher, or a designated senior master or mistress. However, Junior Bailey, a parent, recently questioned the rationale behind the abolition of corporal punishment against the backdrop of the high level of indiscipline at some schools. The concern was raised at the parents' seminar held at the North Rheinveld Multilateral School.
There are times when a child needs to be scolded and certainly, provided that it is in accordance with the laws and it is morally correct. So, what are your opinions on the fact that now that there are so many students abusing teachers, what systems are there in place to deal with it? Because it is on the rise where students are abusing teachers because they know that the teachers can't shout at me, they can't do me anything.
However, Minister of Education Nicolette Henry reminded that Guyana is a signatory to the United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child. She added that the country is moving towards finding more positive alternative methods of disciplining students.
We have launched a program here in Guyana quite recently, and I had the opportunity to do that in my capacity as Minister of Education, called Positive Discipline. And that positive discipline program works with our students. It rewards good behavior and it curtails negative behavior. Because sometimes in our approach we just see one side. We're just interested in addressing the negatives. But we must also do the balance and address positive. So positive discipline touches on that.
Minister Henry noted that whenever the need arises for additional disciplinary intervention among students, they will be channeled to the requisite department of the ministry equipped to handle the specific case. Tamika Rodney reporting for HGP Nightly News.